Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be looking at common mistakes to avoid when you're doing Iriminage. So stay tuned and we're going to show you quite a few different points that you can look at when you're practicing and try to avoid these particular common mistakes.
So we're looking at the technique Iriminage and a few common mistakes that we usually see our students commit. So I'll show them, I'll try to explain them and why, from our perspective, from our style, the way we do Aikido, it's a mistake, and what we are doing differently. I mean, what is our correct way of doing it. Okay, so let's start with a very basic one, I mean very simple one. Let's start with a Shomenuchi, and I'll just get maybe a little angle so that I can show it. First thing is, as you are getting behind, is the way you grab with your hand, with your other hand, the neck or the shoulder or whatever. So what we want to achieve here is actually getting into the center line, along the spine into the feet, so that I can take the balance of the uke and plant his feet into the ground so that he cannot move or escape. It's difficult for him to move from this place. Okay, to achieve this, I need to, when I'm entering, I need to connect into the center line. So I need to be, ideally I want to be close, either grabbing the gi here, but if he has no gi, I would grab just at the side of the head, of the neck, and pushing down, connecting into the center line, okay? What we see sometimes our students do is like if they are not confident with the technique, they don't know it very well yet, sometimes they will just want to grab someone, go around the shoulder and pull them here, closer. It wouldn't really work for our way of doing, because we don't get the center line, we don't get the feet. So the uke can still move away out of this technique. The second thing is, and maybe I'll turn now differently towards the camera, sorry. The second thing is aligning with the direction where the uke is looking. So ideally, I want to, once I have the center line and his feet here, I want to go with my head on the other side of his head and look in the same direction as him. What it does actually is bringing his body, aligning his body with mine, getting closer, so that whenever my body is moving, his body is also moving. So we have this nice connection. We are like aligned in one direction, and we start moving together. If I don't do it, so the mistake would be like staying here a bit, but you see that now as I'm moving my body, he doesn't really move with me. So by the fact of getting to the other side, I'm actually getting a better connection, and we start moving together. Next thing is this little part that many people forget, is the little opening before you actually enter into the Iriminage. So this would be here. Once I'm here, the mistake would be just from here going directly into his body and trying to bring him over. So this is difficult, and if he's strong, he can stay there. What we do actually here is this little opening, like showing almost the world in front, how beautiful the world is. But what it does is it brings his, and let's turn a little bit here. What it does is actually it brings his hips in front of his shoulders. So he cannot resist anymore when I turn around and go into the Iriminage here. So this is the way we do it, and this way it doesn't require a lot of force. So even after the opening, if I just try to go straight here against him, he might still try to resist, adjust his base and resist this movement. So what I want to do actually, to avoid this resistance here, is go around his center line, not go against, but move up. And as I move my arm up, I also look up. I'm looking up to the ceiling or to the sky and coming around his center line. So then he will go down here, okay? And now the last thing that I had a problem with this myself in the past, still a few years ago. I was sometimes just going, okay, Iriminage, I take a step and I take him down, but what was happening actually, the uke was kicking me in my back, let's say lower back, because he was falling down just beside me and I was going in the same direction. So actually the nice way of doing it, and now this time let's stand here maybe, probably to show it better. The nice way of doing it is actually if I go a little bit, it's not the, okay, let's turn around. this will be better. So as I'm moving here, I don't go straight in this direction, but I step in a little bit behind him, taking him with me, but sending him away. So when I send him away on this diagonal, he won't be able to kick me anymore. Okay, so these are some explanations of the most common mistakes we see with our students and with many people we train with. Let us know if you know any others that people should be careful about, and some ideas about how to avoid it. Okay, so thanks for watching, and see you again soon.